The data is arranged in columns. The percentage yield is the output variable in this case, and each row represents a single measurement defined by the value of the catalyst and the day. In this experiment we have 3 different catalysts, C1, C2, C3, and 4 days, D1 to D4. We have also introduced the variable cat n to define the catalysts using the numeric values 1, 2 and 3. In SPSS we can perform a one-way ANOVA in 2 ways. First of all, analyze. We compare means, one-way ANOVA. In the dialog box we choose yield as the dependent variable, and we can see that to define the factor we only have the option in this particular method of using the numeric variable. So we use the numeric variable cat n to describe the factor. Click OK, and we see the standard ANOVA output table. The within groups just represents the variation of the data within each catalyst. The between groups represents the variability in the data between the different catalysts. In each case we have the sum of squares, which can be divided by the respective degrees of freedom to calculate the mean square value. The f-test then tests for a significant difference between the variability between the catalysts compared to the variability within the catalysts. And the f-test in this case gives a p-value given under the significance column of 0.024, which shows that there is a significant difference between at least 2 of the catalysts. We can also perform the one-way ANOVA by using the general linear model, and in this case we select univariate option because we just have the single output variable yield, and again yield is the dependent variable, and for the fixed factor catalyst we could use the numeric description cat n or the text description. We will use the text description as the fixed factor. We click OK. The output now gives some additional information, and this is because it is fitting a general linear model, but we can see that we have the same ANOVA table embedded here, with catalyst representing the between groups variation and error representing the within groups variation, giving the same values for sums of squares, mean squares, and the same p-value of 0.024.